Camille Vasquez has slammed Amber Heard for blaming juror number 15 for siding with Johnny. When all else failed and there seemed to be no way out for Amber Heard, she resorted to dirty tactics by trying to manipulate the judge into declaring a mistrial based on the technicality surrounding juror number 15. But Depp's legal team, spearheaded by the competent Camille Vasquez, is having none of it as they prepare to fight back. How has Depp's legal team responded to these claims by Amber's attorneys? Keep watching to find out more. Attorneys for Johnny Depp have asked a Virginia judge to deny Amber Heard's post-trial motions asking for a mistrial, calling the legal arguments frivolous. Heard and Depp were both found liable for defamation in their lawsuits against each other last month. The jury initially awarded $15 million in damages to Depp and only $2 million to Heard, though because punitive damages in the state of Virginia are capped at $350,000, the judge reduced Depp's $5 million to punitive damages to that amount. Attorneys for Heard asked the court to declare a mistrial and order a new trial in a motion filed last week. Depp's attorneys argued in a memo filed Monday that a judge cannot arbitrarily substitute their judgment for that of a jury. The memo also said Heard's contention that the damages awarded to her ex-husband are excessive and unsupported by the evidence is baseless. While Ms. Heard slings an exceptional amount of mud at the wall in the hope that something might stick, the jury's verdict on damages was perfectly reasonable and supported by the evidence and testimony in this case. Depp's legal team states in the memo. Attorneys for Heard also claimed in a court filing last week that the information on the jury panel list sent to counsel ahead of trial does not appear to match the demographics of one of the jurors, compromising Heard's rights to due process. Heard waived her right to challenge the accuracy of the jury panel information because her team didn't raise the issue with the court at the time. Depp's attorneys argue. Mr. Depp respectfully requests that this court deny Ms. Heard's frivolous motion in its entirety and reject her outlandish request to set aside the jury verdict, dismiss the complaint, or, in the alternative, order a new trial and investigate Juror 15. The memo says, Depp sued Heard for defamation over a 2018 op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post, in which she described herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. Though Depp was not named in the article, he claimed it cost him lucrative acting roles. Heard countersued Depp, to whom she was married from 2015-2016 before divorcing, for defamation over statements Depp's attorney made about her abuse claims. After several weeks of testimony, the jury found that Heard defamed Depp in 3 separate statements in the Washington Post piece, and that Depp defamed Heard with one statement his attorney made. Social media was quick to chime in with their thoughts on the entire matter. One user asked on Twitter, well, they should check that, so it's on them. Don't lawyers check jury? This tweet prompted a response from another person who replied, that's primarily why this can be used as the basis of a mistrial. They would have noticed during jury selection and they went ahead anyway. This sparked an entire debate, with a third person chiming in saying, well, as a lawyer, they should know that shit doesn't fly. I mean, come on, lol. They just look like fools now, trying to do everything to throw the verdict out. I just want to move on. Yeah, okay, defendant. On a separate Twitter thread, another fan presented an interesting theory, claiming, I won't be surprised if it turns out it's father and son with the same name entirely, and the summons didn't have a DOB on it, so the younger one assumed a 77-year-old wouldn't be called upon. That is all for today. Give us your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the court will declare this a mistrial based on the evidence presented by Amber's team regarding the juror? While you're thinking, check out this crazy story.